selling real one Chevy.
Hey everyone, welcome to I Just Watched. Welcome back. I'm Joseph, and we're discussing Rings of Power episode 6. About to jump into it, but before we do, I gotta hit you with the usual, which is hopefully you like this enough to smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the little bell to get notified. And spoiler warning if you haven't seen the episode, let's jump into it. Let's discuss episode 6. I like the idea with the third tower, knocking it down to, it basically Mulan'd it instead of an avalanche with the tower to destroy as much of the orc waves as possible. And right after we see Isil share his apple with the horse, which was why he walk away with the apple, why he let the horse finish it and then throw it into the ocean. More importantly was we always knew the relationship that elves have. Like for one, the reason their Legolas isn't in the snow is because he's light on his feet because they have a relationship with nature. Oh yeah, she's like, I've been able to see it for like over an hour now. And I was like, okay, that's dope. You know, we know it's there, but it's just a nice acknowledgement. And then the meat of the episode, the battle, the fight, was actually really good. It was smart. I like the way it played out. And Gal's trickery on that horse, bro, is slick. The way she was dodging fucking projectiles. She was all over that horse. Like, I thought that was really cool. It was cool to see that visually. The talent that elves have when it comes to fighting. It was cool to see her do those tricks because emphasize the fact that elves are bad as fuck. Alright, you gotta be careful with them when it comes to fighting. And they're chasing Andar, and we know who or what he is. And when she's chasing him on the horse, I thought it was like a cool scene. But then I don't know where Hellbrand got in front, and that confused me because I don't understand how he got in front of that situation. That's just like a small thing, but it bugged me because I was watching like, how do you outmaneuver both of them to get in front of this dude to come at him? And we get the Mordor. And when she dropped it, I was like, okay, this is gonna be interesting. So that's what he is. He is the first wave of the Uruk. And this makes me think, so is that why the Uruk-hai were always deemed top or higher tier than just regular orcs, or more of a pure version than the regular orcs? Because I know he's calling these, he's like, no, we'll go by Uruks, not orcs, Uruks. And I know that in the lore, Uruk is Uruk-hai and then the orcs. If you know for sure, let me know. But that's where I'm kind of going with it. And then I'm not gonna lie, when he handed Theo the thing to get rid of it, and he opened it and I saw the X, I was like, so no one thought to check that was what they were trying to get away with as soon as you got them? Like in my head I was like, smart characters, like people who are tactical, you know they're after this, you were told, you didn't check it? What kind of level of stupidity was that? I thought that level of stupidity was just ridiculous, especially for the characters in the show. More importantly, the stupid trader uses the hill, the key, to activate Mount Doom to create the valley in Mordor, Udun, and that is the very base. Like, again, we know that this is a losing battle because Sauron gets the power, he gets the rings, he starts winning, and then they defeat him, stopping him for another age. However, we know they're going to lose up until that point, basically. And this is technically a big loss because Udun, the valley in Mordor, has been created. This is like the birthing stone, the birthing steps of Mordor. You don't simply just walk into Mordor. I want to hear your thoughts on this episode. The fight was pretty good. The biggest part was just seeing Mount Doom erupt, and then I was like, okay, like we know where it's going, but I was like, cool, we're seeing that progress already, which is cool and it's fun to see. But then at the same time, it just reminds me of that, like, damn, no matter how good this gets, we know how it ends. So I'm enjoying it, but just knowing where it truly goes is kind of keeping me from falling in love with it. I want to hear your thoughts. How do you feel about the show? Are you really enjoying it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Who's your favorite character? Mine is Udun. That's my boy. Excited to hear what y'all think. Down below, comments, questions, concerns. Let me know. If you can answer my questions, I appreciate it. But until next time, stay safe. Be well. Adios.